and welcome to On Stage at A.C.T. Today we're sitting down and we're talking to the entire cast of The God of Hell by Sam Shepard, opening exclusively here at A.C.T. Studio Theater November 13th. Guys, it's nice to have you all together on the same stage. I've interviewed you all separately, so thanks for taking this little bit of time out of your rehearsal schedule to talk. First thing I want to do is TJ and Steve, you guys just finished working together, as well as Dante, on the last show. What's it like to work together in this different environment?
I love watching them rehearse. These guys, both Kathy and Steve together, and then Mitch. That's funny. We're having a riot.
It's great working with TJ again, and everybody else here. It's been a blast.
Now, Kathy, you're the lone female in this group.
I am.
Is it intimidating to be a member of the boys' club and having to fight for your space, or?
No, it's not. These are all great guys, great actors, a great director. The play's better with a female presence in it.
Tone keeps the boys in check. Okay. and Mitch, I mean, we've already said that this is relatively new for you. How's it feel coming into this quote-unquote family environment? These guys have all worked on the stage before, and we're hopefully they're welcoming you in with open arms.
Oh, absolutely. This is the first time I've performed an act in a venue this small. I was really looking forward to the intimacy of this venue rather than a larger theater. It's a very different style of acting, and I'm just thrilled to be working with TJ, Kathy, and Steve. The first time I've worked with these three individuals, and they're great. They're all experienced actors, and Dante's a great teacher. He has a lot to teach me and all of us.
Well, that's a great thing that Mitch brought up. I mean, I know everyone here has done something on the stage, but for the audience that's not familiar, what is it like for you to be this close to your audience, to be this of an intimate space? What's it?
I love the intimacy, because you feed off the crowd. You feed off their emotions, and you do feel their emotions. You're under a microscope, which makes you even more aware of the audience.
It's awesome working in such a small space. It's really awesome. I mean, there's such an energy there. It's kind of like they're in your living room, with you.
I would like to say, I like to use the analogy that working in a venue this small, this intimate, is probably the closest thing you'll get to in theater, or the closest thing to film as you'll get to in theater. It's almost like film acting.
TJ, what's it like to balance that bigger-than-life character with an intimate setting? You don't want to go too far.
No, I was going to say that because it's so intimate, it causes you, it forces you to be that much more focused with exactly what's going on. Dante talks about, listening to the other actors and then acting and reacting. And when you're up here, it's just the two of you or just the three of you, and it just forces you to be, that much more focused on your character and what's going on. And you know what? You really don't necessarily notice that the audience is out there. I mean, there can be people who do put their feet up or get up and have to go out or whatever, but that's what happens in black box theater. But it caused me to have to focus that much more with what's going on in the intensity.
So you're saying it actually helps you to have it smaller. It gives you a character focus or something.
So far, I mean, I haven't worked on bigger theaters yet.
We're not going to let you. We're going to keep you here.
This is my third show here, and I just focus.
I've worked with other actors. They're great. They're phenomenal actors, and they are perfect for this type of venue. But there are actors who do not like the intimacy because their focus is taken away by things which is not supposed to happen, things that are happening in the audience, whether it's somebody who drops something because it is so close to you. So, but it's also beneficial for them because they feel like they're right on that stage with you. They're taking part in the play. And we've heard this from other audience members. They love the idea of being so close.
In a bigger theater where you're more distant from the actors, it requires sometimes sort of bigger acting, which is not necessarily natural. So here we can be,
Good point.
More, because everyone's so close, we can be maybe more natural.
And not have to play to the cheap seats.
Right.
So
It's like film.
What, in a very small story, has been the funniest thing that's happened to you on stage?
I've got a recent one. It's not that funny, but it was in
well, I mean,
him.
funny, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was in him. And at the end, things don't work out for my character as we thought. And this woman just spoke right up and said, I did not see that coming. I mean, we were going down lights anyway, and we were going to the next scene, but she just spoke right out and just said, I did not see that coming. And you're like, wow, it's intimate. It's a very intimate venue.
Well, I've never acted in this venue before, but the funniest thing that happened to me was last Thursday in rehearsal where I was actually attacked by a chair.
Okay.
Can you see a little black and blue mark?
I just thought your mustache was growing in.
Mitch was banging himself up so bad. We wanted to cut the rehearsal short, otherwise we'd have to take him to the intensive care unit because he was bouncing around.
But he wanted to do the scene again.
Yeah.
So this is not only emotionally damaging, it could be physically damaging as well.
Damaging.
For Mitch.
It's part of right. So you've got to come see the show if you want to see it.
So, very last thing, guys. Tell our audience why they should come see the show.
They're going to love it. They really are. It's interesting, engaging, it's very funny, and then, like, in an instant it begins to change and become blacker and darker.
It's full of surprises.
It's a great cast, a very well-written play, phenomenal director, and a great venue.
There's so much comedy in it that it's wonderful, and it also is making a deeply thought out political statement.
I just agree with everyone else. Just be a great night out at live theater. It'll be enjoyable.
TJ at a loss for words. Mark your calendars. Well, guys, thanks. You were going to get on with the rest of the evening, so I want to say thanks. And everyone, you can see The God of Hell by Sam Shepard opening exclusively here at A.C.T. Studio Theater starting November 13th and running through the end of the month.